This is essentially a story about how Google saved me a lot of grief. All right, let's get into it. There was a house that we did come across that we did have some interest in, and we actually were in the process of putting an offer on the house. So when you out here, this isn't a thing in Toronto. I think it used to be, and they stopped doing it because it was causing problems. It's called an RDPS, which is just a form that the sellers fill out that goes over some very simple things like, are you aware of any water damage? Are you aware of any structural damage? Are you aware of, so on and so forth with things in the house? For some reason, I don't know if it was just the lizard part of my brain or just a hunch or something, is on the RDPS, there's the peoples that are the signature of the people that are disclosing this information. So call me creepy, but I was going to buy the house, so I'm going to take any advantage that comes my way. Is I ended up actually just Googling those names just out of curiosity to see if there's anything that looked a little odd, and there indeed was. The people, these names have been causing problems in the area for a long time. News articles with their names about instances of not so pleasant things, which ultimately doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong with the house. But the other thing I found out is apparently there was a federal case that was going down. People involved with this, or these people at least, we would have put an offer in on Friday or Thursday, I believe, and this case was going to court on the following Tuesday. We didn't put the offer in on that house. It's as simple as that. Now, it's like, some people might think it's weird. Some people might blame, either realtor for not bringing that up. But the reality is ultimately you're the one buying the house, right? So would it be nice if every realtor at least could do a quick Google search? But not everything is necessarily poignant to the house itself. I would always, at least with that format, if you have names and you can draw logical conclusions and thoughts, and you're like, oh, that's definitely the same person, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, and you can use that to influence your decision making. Ultimately, the only thing that's really up to the realtors is if I tell my realtors that, they should be telling everyone else now, to be completely honest. I would, because why would you want to put anyone in that kind of line of fire? Ultimately, all you can do is tell someone that, and then the decision's ultimately up to them. But as long as you tell them, you're like, oh, I found this, and notice that, outside of that, everything seems fine. But, you make an offer, this house gets tied up in, this is not legal advice, but it's like, do you want to be ultimately your money tied up in this house because you put in an offer, and then this drops and it gets stuck in the middle for whatever reason, and then now you can't move on and find another house, right? So if something's going to throw you an easy layup, just take it. If it's super simple and super easy to do it. Like, why not? Why would you not help yourself in one of the biggest purchases you could possibly make in your life? I just don't see the reason not to. Anyways, talk to you next time.